Uh,
Oh, what's going on YouTube, man? You guys already know who it is, man. It's your boy, Sports God TV, where we talk sports like religion. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, man. Click that notification bell so you could get notified when I upload. Share the content, jump in the comments. Let's get it cracking. And yes, man, I am back with another video, man. Had to take a few days off. Sports Guy had a birthday. Wonderful weekend. Thankful for all of my folks that showed me some love for my birthday. And I want to just shout out all my subscribers. But yeah, man, it happened the way that I predicted that it would. If you have Mahomes, Bruno, if you have Patrick Mahomes late in the game and leave him enough time, he does it to you all the time. From a betting perspective, I said if Patrick Mahomes is going to be the favorite, meaning, well, not the favorite, the underdog, they're giving him the points. How could you go against the Michael Jordan of the NFL? There's no way that you can do that. San Francisco and Kansas City put on a fantastic game. It was a slow at first, but it seemed like both teams were prepared. Defensively, especially. They did their homework on each other. They studied, and it was more so just about execution, because everybody on the field practically knew what the other team was going to do. You know the team's strengths. You know the weaknesses. You know when to take your shots. You know when not to take your shots. Bruno. But at the same token, you had to just appreciate the chess match that was going on between Spag from the defensive coordinator from the Chiefs and Kyle Shanahan, what they were doing, and then vice versa. I mean, Brock Purdy, he played well enough for San Francisco to win that game. Christian McCaffrey did an uncharacteristic thing, which was cough up the football, but it was only his third fumble of the year. Brock Purdy finished with 23 for 38, 255 yards, and a touchdown. No turnovers. He did have one sack. Juwan Jennings threw for a touchdown on a gadget trick play, typical Kyle Shanahan type of offense. And he also caught one as well. McCaffrey had 80 yards on the ground rushing. His longest rush was 11 yards. They were bumping. Up front. Debo was non-existent. George Kittle was non-existent. Ayuk had a few catches. Like I said, Jennings, he had a touchdown. And then on the flip side, man, you had Patrick Mahomes. I mean, they were all over Kansas City. They looked frustrated. They looked slow offensively. They looked somewhat confused, as if San Francisco was just playing at a different speed. They were playing more aggressive, but at the same token, they were disciplined. And you can see that in some parts, even though Mahomes was 34 for 46, so he only missed 12 passes. But early on, they were forcing a lot of inaccurate throws or no catch after the run type of plays, or making Mahomes hold the ball longer than normal. He finished with 333 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 pick. He threw a pick, but surprisingly, Mahomes, late in that game, used his legs too. And you all know that the Mahomes would take off, but he had 66 yards. Pacheco added 59. Kelsey ended up with 93, but he was non-existent early on in that game as well. Rice couldn't get going. He had the receptions, didn't get the yards. Justin Watson and McCole Holman with the ultimately game-winning touchdown. Brunel was amazing. I mean, you got it. I felt like San Francisco could easily be up 17-3 at the half. They blew some opportunities. So it ended up being 10-3. And then, you know, the Chiefs started picking things up. It was 13-10, rolling into the fourth quarter. And San Fran had opportunities, man. You had a block, field goal, extra point. You had on a punt, the ball hitting off a player when you can clearly see the punt returner just telling people to get out the way. Get out the way. But unfortunately, man, it happens, man. That ball bounced right off of his leg and, you know, caused another turnover. And that pretty much, I wouldn't say like it kind of caused the game. You have opportunities against considered one of the greatest quarterbacks, and probably will go down as one of, if not the GOAT of all time, in Patrick Mahomes. And when you have guys like him on the ropes, as much as San Francisco had Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs on the ropes, you have to take advantage of those opportunities. San Francisco came out physical, like I said, defense. Both defenses was physical. Both defenses did a heck of a job in the secondary as well. Chris Jones is a stud up front. But like I said, both teams were very, very physical. They played fast and they played discipline. And, you know, it all came down to that overtime. San Francisco got that field goal, you know, to kick off the overtime. They had a couple fourth downs. Mahomes took it upon himself on I want to say like a triple read option on a 4th and 1 to take it, you know, to the house. The linebacker had to make a choice, either to roll with not Kittle, but Kelsey to the flat, or take Mahomes. Mahomes was able to recognize that immediately, that he was jumping the route to Kelsey. Mahomes took it upon himself to take off, and that was key. It was just a lot of big moments in that game, and it was a true slugfest. I mean, you know, you had San Francisco winning the first half of the fight, and then ultimately Kansas City started making runs and started to fight their way back after taking some of the best shots from San Francisco. I mean, this is the third Super Bowl in 5 years for Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid. This is the second time within the last 5 years that they have beaten San Francisco in the Super Bowl, and San Francisco has had a lead going deep in the game. Basically is a testament to the greatness of Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes as a duo in the National Football League. And you got to think that they have a young team. All they need to do is probably add some receivers, maybe somebody to help spell Pacheco as well. But they are here. They are pretty much intact. And it's kind of scary to see what they would look like with another legit receiver besides Rashee Rice. And they got a good group of tight ends. Who knows what this team can do, you know, moving forward. They were counted out early in the season, and somehow, some way, they were in the Super Bowl and they ended up winning it. Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid and Spag finds a way to win games, and he knows how to win games. He never bent, never broke, never folded, stayed and remained calm. And it's like the team believes in that confidence that he has. What was your guys' thoughts on the game? Did you guys enjoy it? Obviously, it was one of the longest games in Super Bowl history, let alone just Super Bowl gets dragged out, halftime shows, commercials. I didn't really feel the commercials this year. They weren't really eye-popping to me. I think Usher's performance, from what I saw, I think that was pretty decent, and all of the other artists that he brought out. But overall, the game was long. And you got to shout out the San Francisco 49ers. But who knows how long that window will be open, considering how good they have been over the years. They have been there. But it's your boy, Sports God TV, where we talk sports like religion. And I'm out. Until the next time.